Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to another MX Sim. I already messed it up. MX versus ATV Supercross Encore career mode gameplay, and they finally fixed the nationals. Well, they did it a while ago, but you know that's neither here nor there about that. We're gonna go ahead and start the 250 National Championship, and I'll do rounds 1 through 6 today, and we'll do rounds 7 through 12 next Tuesday. And we'll just have a grandioso old time here playing some Encore again. They're going to do this to me again. Like the gate drops right. Oh, nope. Alright. So let's see if I can actually ride these nationals decently. I tested them just a second ago to make sure that they played good and didn't lag. And so far, so good. My riding, not so good. Going to have to figure out how to make that look a little bit better. But I am not starting over on a new motorcycle. I'm using my Rainbow 250F from before, simply because, well, I don't want to have to re-upgrade an entire bike and compete against all-time mode on a non-upgraded motorcycle mobile. I'm so not used to the 250 right now. I haven't ridden the 250F in this game in a long time. Since the last time I did a 250F video, so I'm a lot more used to the 450 power, but I'm getting used to this 250F, already going into the lead. Of course, we all know these tracks because they are from MX vs ATV Alive, but that's okay. Oh, that power slide. So as I stated in previous episodes of this series, I feel like once you get the bike upgraded enough where it's got the new chassis on it, it's got all the power-ups and stuff like that, that the gameplay is a lot smoother and feels more, I don't know, fun and actually playable. Not trying to knock Nordic. I am a fan of the fact that they're attempting to make these games, as I've stated in the past. Just nitpicking the things that I think they could improve on, and physics is an area which I still feel needs improvement if they're going to keep this game successful. However, once you get the bike completely upgraded, it does feel quite fun to ride. It's definitely still very arcade-ish and has a lot of very strange moments. Obviously, I have a very skewed opinion coming from MX Simulator, which I believe to be the most realistic game there is. But I'd still like to see a couple things improved on. Obviously, everybody keeps saying, like, oh, where's Reflex version 2? We want Reflex 2. I think the ship has kind of sailed on that one at this point. I'm one of those advocates that thought Reflex was BA, and we obviously still play it here on the channel. But, you know, obviously, it seems like with the changing hands from THQ to Nordic, even though it's still a lot of the same guys, from what I understand, at Rainbow, you know, they're not going to dive back into a 6-year-old game engine now and try to revamp that. They're going to work with what they got and see how far they can take it. But we'll have to see what they do with future installments. Encore now is, like, it's been on the PC and PS4 for a while, but they just started releasing, or not started releasing, but like released huge packs of DLC to update. I didn't get any of them yet just because I'm kind of a tightwad and don't want to spend the money, but for $2.99 a piece, you can buy either KTM or Husqvarna bikes, but only single bikes, which I think is kind of a little over the top. Maybe $2.99 for the whole pack. I understand they're trying to scratch any dollar out of you they can to pay for the fact that they put OEM bikes in the game. But it's like, you want a KTM 450, you pay $3. If you want a KTM 250 on top of that, you pay another $3. So 2 bikes is, $6, so on and so forth. And that's like that with the Husqvarnas too. I'm not a fan of this whole new DLC, you buy half the game and buy the rest later kind of phenomenon that's going on in the gaming realm these days. But, MX vs ATV Supercross Encore is far from the only people doing this, so as much as I'd like to pick on them and be like, hey, stop doing that, you kind of have to attack a lot of different games for doing that. And, at least Supercross Encore has a good reason. I think that they really do have to pay a significant amount of money to get OEMs in game and stuff like that. Or, you know, they could just be tightwadding us and making us pay extra money. Who knows? But I'm going to go with the benefit of the doubt for them. So again, we're just playing a lot of these old national tracks, and I'm doing fairly decently on all-time mode. I thought I was going to be worse. And here we go. It's time to start sucking. Woo! You can see by the bud patch I am running, I am a G-O-O-N goon. And trying to prove that point to you guys right now. Very goonish riding. But where was I? I was just having a lovely little conversation about OEM bikes in this game. Yeah, so there's a couple interesting things going on with MX's ATV Supercross Encore lately. First of all, they've started to do, if you watch any of the you know, Fox broadcasts of Supercross this year so far, you've noticed that they've used MX's ATV Supercross Encore to show off the tracks. And I think it's like Stefan Roncada just throws on some generic gear and puts number 16 on, and he does like a lap around the Supercross track and shows it off. And got a lot of mixed reviews so far on videos on our channel and videos that I've seen on other channels about that, because for the sim diehards, all they're going to say is, oh, we need the sim virtual lap on this. And as flattered as I am by that, since I am the main guy doing the virtual laps for VertMoto.com now in MX Simulator, you know, there would be a lot of legal work going on behind the scenes to get that done. I'd imagine that MX's ATV paid quite a large sum of money to be able to afford to do their own like virtual laps of the track each week. Obviously, they're like a serious sponsor, so they put in a lot of money into that. And I just don't think that that's a position that JLV of MX Simulator wants to put himself in, especially when a lot of the user-created stuff in-game isn't more or less quote-unquote legal. So I think, you know, it's a nice thought, and as much as I would love to see that become a possibility where the sim virtual lap becomes a real virtual lap on the broadcast, because that would benefit me a lot. You know, it's just, I don't think it's necessarily that worth it, but that's my 2 cents on it. They've been doing this thing now where, gosh, I'm like burping and belching and blah 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 blahing, but as you could tell right there, the gate dropped like only a few seconds after it finally switched to me, and the engines were revved up before it even got back to me. I don't know if that's like something that they updated with the game so that like it's kind of cool because you're not watching yourself or something, but it seems kind of weird because you're like not expecting the gate to drop right away, and then bam, it's down and you're a mile behind everybody else. Oh, I just ruined that Asterix little or no, those are Chirby's stakes. Asterix makes protective wear. Chirby's makes plastics. So this is whatever Senko Speedway or whatever. Again, all these tracks from Alive. I don't think any of the career mode tracks or any new tracks or anything like that, except the Supercross tracks, obviously. None of those were in Alive. They, like I said, they put that DLC stuff out. I may, you know, sack up and download some of the DLC tracks just because those are going to be cool to show off as something different. But I just kind of wanted to get through all the career mode before I decided to do something like that. And they updated the game, like I said, so I wanted to get back into the career mode. And we finally have videos coming out on Tuesdays again. We've been unbelievably sim heavy since the start of the sim season, and kind of wanted to change that a little bit. So we're doing career mode in NBA Supercross again. Oh, just wrecked that tire. I guess my biggest pet peeve with the physics is just so hard to carry any sort of momentum, which is somewhat true to real life. You can't just like plow into the face of a jump and be fine. You usually probably wreck your ankles if you do that. However, it is just a little annoying when you're coming into a corner trying to turn or trying to land a jump perfectly, and suddenly you have to come to a complete stop to get anything accomplished. And you use the clutch like it's nobody's business in this game, which isn't, I guess, that different from any previous installments of the game. Except Reflex. Reflex, I feel like, was a game where I've rarely used the clutch for anything. It did more harm than it did good, so. But some of the games in the past, particularly Unleashed, Very clutch heavy, especially on landing jumps. So it's not that out of the ordinary, I guess, for this game series. Just a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, I suppose. Oh, man. But, I don't know, I guess with the updates that we've seen recently in this game, I can see that there is improvement. When MXer's ATV Supercross came out, I was probably one of its biggest dislikers. I'm not going to say hater, because hate's a very strong word, but I was not a fan of that game. Even though I purchased it for not only myself, but as a birthday gift for my friend Aaron, who later described it as, quote, the worst birthday gift ever. But you know, I just wasn't a fan. But this one I'm getting more comfortable with, I guess. The physics are still pretty similar to Supercross, but they are a little bit different in the fact that you can actually go in straight lines and lean back and scrub things and do seat bouncing and different things like that, whereas in the old Supercross it was like ice traction everywhere. You couldn't scrub anything because you couldn't bring it back. At least some things in this you can bring back. Yeah, I don't know, wasn't a fan. This one, getting more used to it, more and more of a fan of it. As I explained in some of our track walks recently that we had on the channel, we've had some haters sneaking their way out on this channel, and one thing that the haters seem to come after is us when we're doing these videos. When we did an online play in MXer's ATV Supercross Encore, where the famed -5 potato statement came from out of Jeremy's mouth, got a few comments on that video where people were like, you guys are awful at this game, you guys need to at least give it a chance, etc, etc, etc. We responded by saying, well, we never said that we thought the game was horrible, we just weren't the biggest fan of it. And I'm, you know, sticking with my word. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I'm playing it and I'm getting more used to it and I am enjoying it more. So hate on that, bro. But you know, it is what it is. See, here we go. So, like, well, let's see. Gate drops like right now. Nope. That was a pretty long gate drop compared to the other ones I've seen. Another thing that seems kind of strange to me about in this game so far, at least as far as I can tell, is the AI doesn't really have much of a brain, or at least it doesn't recognize where you are, or any competitors that are on the track besides them, for that matter. If you saw at the start there, they pretty much all just turned into each other and started going into one straight line going into the first corner, which is just like not realistic one bit. Maybe like once you're in the first corner trying to sneak into the same line and out of the first corner, but they were halfway down the start straight and ramming into each other. So again, just being nitpicky, not trying to throw anyone under the bus, not being a hater. I'm playing the game, aren't I? Calm yo face. Ooh, I just ran whoever that was over. Dang, Sean Reinhart with the quad up the hill. Yeah. And then I OJ'd the triple. Oh, landed. I haven't, the reflex stick isn't a thing in this game anymore, I don't believe. Because I've had quite a few near get-offs, like I just did right there, where I was hanging off the back of the motorcycle. And didn't have to click any direction to fix it. And, oh, wow, that was a good save. This is a terrible line. This kept going wider and wider. Man, Nico Izzy and Jeremy Martin are dueling for the lead right now. I'm going to cut to the inside of J-Mart. Got him. Ha! Got him. Got him. Whoa! What the hell was that? Nico Izzy with the swap for days into a off the side of the right side of the track. Now Jeremy Martin just apparently loses the front end and turns right. All right, let's see if I can Sean Reinhart this. Nope. Don't have enough power in this Rainbow Studios 250F. White flag in the air. So this is round number 4. And after this, The last round that we did, the snow round, was a track that isn't unlocked when you get the game. You have to career mode that bitch and unlock it. Unless, I don't, there might be cheat codes. I haven't used cheat codes in years though, so I wouldn't know. But after this track is done, all the 4 like unlocked tracks that come with the game will be done, and so any round after this will be a non-unlocked track, I guess would be the term. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. We still have Les Champs MX Park, or Les Champs, probably how you say it in France. And then that turns into some other track that I can't think of right now. Oh! Okay. Man, someone is just all over my hindquarters. Okay, that's what she said. I don't know who it is. I almost quadded up that. Alright, let's scrub our tails this guy. Nice smooth landing there. Final corner. Get it smooth. Oh, almost went off the track. And victory. I don't know who it was. Alright, 4 down, 2 to go today on career mode. I'm going to do half the 250 Nationals. Next week we'll do the second half of the 250 Nationals. Perfect 4 for 4 so far. A la Cooper Webb style in the 250 West Region Supercross Championship right now. Press start to launch. All right, let's see. All right, Ocean View. So this is a non-comes with the game type of track, because that's English right there. This track does not come downloaded, or not downloaded, but unlocked with the game. However, it is another alive track. Oh, a little bit too hard. Or is it another alive track? I don't remember this going this way. Thought it was a chicane, a chicken. Well, this seems more familiar. Yeah, this isn't a live track. So Live had 12 nationals then, because it had 3 for each scenery, I think. I'm just trying to jog my memory, doing a terrible job of it. Man, J-Mart, this is a pretty realistic. J-Mart slaying the national scene. Too bad I'm just that much faster than him. Not really, he would slay me IRL. Side note, I would never want to have to ride through like a forest of bamboo followed by trees on the side of the track in real life. So this track, probably not a track that I would be that interested in ripping up. Because I would goon myself off the side of the motorcycle track, go down in the bamboo, then be turned into a panda because I would have eaten so much of it. That would not be such a fun time, must say. Although being a panda probably would be pretty fun, I'd have to say. That would be fun. Just roam around, as long as you don't get killed by all the Chinese hunters, Chinese and Japanese hunters. Eat bamboo, sleep like 18 hours a day. I mean, this is all just stereotypes about pandas I have from the San Diego Zoo corrupting my brain, but you know, something along those lines. Brum, brum. Man, suddenly there's absolutely nobody behind me, and it is just god-awfully quiet up here. Oh, forgot that's a triple. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I really want to triple this, but the race is going to be over now. You only get 2 attempts at it. And you come swinging back down on the start straight. Brr, brr, brr. And then you got to get slowed down, make the corner, which I haven't been doing. Double up the hill, don't loop your Larry. Make a little lefty loopers down the hill. Not clear that jump, go into the crowd, because that's the hotline. You know where that hotline bling. That could only mean one thing. Oh boy, well, I just right hand off the bars. Not a good way to go through that section. Can I oppo whip? Up, yeah, that was a pretty sweet, like, right-left lean on the motor bike. Oh, jeez. I'm just making an absolute dog's dinner of this last lap. Some of the noises that these bikes make, they do sound, the sounds in game are better than Sim, I would say, or at least sound closer to a real life dirt bike than Sim does. But the sounds kind of remind me of MTX Moto Tracks for any of you guys that played that game, where you just be like, run, run, off of every jump. Oh, that guy just said go away or no way. Couldn't really. Oh, now they're cheering. All right, let's do Yukiyama. 3 snow races in the first 6 rounds. Rip. If you could wear a jacket in this game, I would probably prefer to do that in a snow race. Probably prefer. Yukiyama, that poor lady is probably just freezing her damn nipples off. That is such a cold place to be standing. Hole shot! God, I'm just not good at timing the gate. Okay, it's tight. I literally still almost hole shot the race. Everybody was tiptoeing in their Jordans through that first corner, and I'm sideways and I'm straight. Jeez, what is this? Snow made of like tar? There's no traction up the hill. Got to put some spike tires or just ride a snowmobile. Is that Alex Martin leading the race? Say what? And there's Kira Nixon Lepinen. That one. Whoa, Brian Burns. That's not the correct direction to be facing on the track. Isn't this a triple? Oh no, the triple's up here. Whoops. That was a dumb mistake on my part, not clearing the triple now. Okay. Oh, I just landed in the snow. Not a time to be playing around in the snow. Oh boy. Okay, just digging tracks. Doubling up the hill. This is like, if this was a real life track, nobody would ride it IRL probably, because you can barely tell where the track even goes. Oh, got him. I was gonna say gotcha, said got him, turned into got him. Oh my gosh, he did like the same thing. Then we're just gonna rip around these corners. Damn, we're just laid into that corner. And we're back onto the main part of the track now. Make a little left turn and go up. And we got 2 laps to go. So clearly this is in Japan or China or some sort of thing like that, because all the track names are very, not going to stereotype, but sound Asian. And we just rode under some sort of, I think Mandarin symbols after we went across the finish line. So, just being honest about it. Just saying. Up. And blue's gonna do what we can too. Up. Oh, I should have tripled that. And let's not Brian Burns this section. Okay, I just Brian Burns this section. Turn around! What the heck are you doing? Get that drive! Oh, and then land it, then gun it, and triple. Yep, that wasn't even close. Whoever was behind me probably tripled it though. These lines though, all over the place. Brop. Swerve to the left, swerve to the right. See me on the sidelines, listen to the pipes. Alright, one more lap to go. We done for the day. No more things to say about Encore. Oh boy, okay. Not quite to the final lap yet. Need to actually pay attention to what I'm doing for a second. Just riding through tree branches, that must feel absolutely lush. One lap to go, there we go. See, there's the symbols. Yuki Yamamoto. I still remember when they used to use fake names for the real life bikes, particularly in Reflex, where the Kawasaki was a Dokumoto and the Suzuki was a Takashi and the Yamaha was a Shima, and then just out of complete randomness the Honda, which is also Japanese, was a Blaze, because that makes sense. And then the KTM, what was the KTM? I think it's just KTM. I think KTM was the only bike brand that got the rights into that game, and everything else is fake. And oh, okay, we're good. And we're still all over the place. I'd like to imagine that this is what it's actually like to ride in snow and just not a product of some shoddy physics. You know, hit a pot of snow, pretty much just yard sail halfway down the straightaway, swap back and forth 13 times, save it just fine, and then stand up in the corner and slide out immediately. Scrubber tails. OJ in the jump. One more scrubber tails for fun. Oh yeah, not landing this. Yep. Down I go. Oh wow, that put me... What the hell is that? It reset me behind the jump, then reset me in front of the jump. Don't know, don't care at this point. Gonna go ahead and just mosey my way on to the victory at this point. Oh, look at that turning double. What a badass. That guy just did that? He's a badass. Total badass. Alright, this will conclude episode number 5, I think, of our career mode. Join us next week for part 6, aka races 7 through 12 of the 250 Nationals. For Kellen Brower here on Star Systems. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you have any questions, comments, you know, whatever, the usual. And we'll see you guys next week.